Got a lot of guys who are familiar with this place. They're not at all going to be cowed by the environment. Comfortable playing here against Boston College.
Sacred Heart from Fairfield, Connecticut. Eagles get the opening tip, and Kai Bowman will lead the way. Junior from upstate New York. Sacred Heart third in the NEC in three-point percentage. Here's Winston Tabbs, who has really sparkled in his start to his Boston College career.
Mid-range pull-up like you just saw last trip.
Owen running the offense, thought about the three, got Tabbs up in the air, has Clark rolling inside. 78-89 on Tuesday night, going for 12 and 10. Winston Tabbs triple try is pure. Winston Tabbs gets on the board. What a start to his Boston College career. Nick Popovich into the game as well, coming off the bench and starting to thrive in this role over the last few games. Finally healthy, left hand is good for Popovich, who is 9 for 9 from the floor. Defense there on Zach Radz's drive. Eagles coming back in transition. They've had a bunch of this, and Bowman's triple is good. So Boston College all of a sudden has come to life, creating turnovers.
Was the trailer there with nobody within 10 feet of him to execute the fast break.
Another turnover. Quinn Baker Jr.'s out in front and gets to the rim at a quick timeout. Anthony Latina, as the Eagles are on a 10-0 run for a 12-2 lead. Picked up his second foul near the 15-minute mark still remaining in that first half against Minnesota as Anosiki comes in and makes the bucket. On offense, Eagles had a sustained stretch, but they've missed 4 shots in a row. Sacred Heart, one of its last 11 from the floor. Hamilton wide open for 3.
Or later you have to start knocking down the open shots, but I think they're settling for outside shots too much.
Hamilton has the hot hand. Long outlet, and finally Sacred Heart gets back on the board with E.J. Anosiki, the sophomore from East Orange, New Jersey. 3 of 19. Bowman, crossover on Spellman, got in, and Reyes follows it up.
And those are the types of plays J.C. Reyes makes for Boston College.
Here in the first half, the last 2 years, this game was very close through the entire first half. Here's another turnover for Sacred Heart. It's 8 in the game, and what a move from Winston Tabbs!
Has so much skill. He's shown off so many different parts of his game. There's some things he can coach and develop. Can't really coach this. The ability to create and make a shot.
Starting lineup back on the floor for Boston College at the 6-minute mark, and Tabbs is into double figures.
Shot early in the shot clock there.
Nice look inside from Clark. Extra pass, triple is LaRose's. And Jim Christian will call a quick timeout. 16 to shoot out of the timeout. Kai Bowman driving in. What a move! The junior. DC goes a little bit smaller. Here is Parker. Good from 3. Cameron Parker, first-year player out of Oregon.
Work it back to, say, like a 10-point game at halftime. You'd bring a little momentum there and feel good about moving into the second half.
Hamilton, that's a long 2, and it's good. So Hamilton, his best shooting day of the season so far. Getting the rebound, has it to himself. Leaves it for Bowman on the no-look pass. Hamilton underneath, wide open.
Excellent passes, reading the Sacred Heart defense very well.
Owen wide open for 3, and he's got his first from behind the arc. And 32-17. The Eagles lead. 2:06 remaining here in the first half. Here's a nice take by Cameron Parker.
And they're right back in this game. Eagles have to tighten back up the defense and start challenging those shots.
Popovich long 2 is good. The floater from Popovich.
3 if given room. So that makes him an even tougher guard when you force the big man to follow him.
Here is Pfeffenberger, who makes the same shot at the other end. Starts his move with 9 seconds remaining in the half. Hohen takes it, 5 on the clock, nails it. Perfectly done by Sacred Heart to get within 10 points. It will count if it goes. It does not from Bowman. A lot of experience on this crew. Tabbs on the feed from Mitchell. Hits Reyes.
Winston Tabbs having a great night passing the basketball.
Shot, some of it's great defense. But you see on the trap of Hohen how good the BC defense can be. Spin move inside. Hohen got to the rim, count it, and he's going to the line. Last piece of his game, trying to improve that shot. He's worked so hard in the offseason Offensive rebound, LaRose to keep it alive for Sacred Heart. And a nice right-hand kind of line drive from Jarrell Spellman. Cut it to 7. Instead, it's Reyes. Right hand is good for J.C. Reyes with 6 points. Center front court presence, really important over the next few weeks. Popovich, what a great find, and hits Winston Tabbs.
He's been great today. Tabbs identifying that seam in the defense.
Spellman, what a block by Bowman. All ball. Anything, I think, getting in there. Hohen, blocked by Popovich, had the left hand in. Possession still live, just 2 to shoot for Sacred Heart, and getting to the rim in time, Zach Raz. Tabbs right down Broadway. Other end, Hohen was blocked. That's the 3rd block in the last minute and a half for Boston College, and Chapman's on the board.
His average is 86, so you got to really play tight here. Don't let him creep back into it again.
And Ositki, and 1.
Bigger teams come conference time.
Last year in the game against Sacred Heart, Eagles were tight in that game. Here's Popovich wide open off the feed from Kai Bowman.
And picking Popovich out for the pass.
Long 2, not there. Popovich was looking for the foul, didn't get it, and Pfaffenberger gets behind Bowman. Bowman on the head fake to get by Rads, leading inside. Popovich, catch, finish, and 1.
Those teams that plays the total havoc, full court pressure on the gas pedal the entire game.
Sean Hohen set up on a good pass from all the way at the other end of the floor by Cameron Parker to set it up.
Once in a while you have to look up and there are these surges back from Sacred Heart. It's only a 12-point game.
Long 2 from Bowman is good, and that's the kind of shot they need him to make those. Got within 11 a few moments ago. The Eagles have stretched it back out.
BC has done a good job this half taking away the inside, forcing outside shots like this. Early this year, Jim Christian said Stephon Mitchell the best offensive rebounder in the ACC.
Hohen kind of got bumped, waited, drove in, has the bucket, and a free throw coming up. Natives, and that's something that as Jim Christian continues to establish his program to be able to tap into with that kind of homegrown talent in New England.
Fill in to watch the largest schools, the Class LL championship game most years down there.
And a Sicky jumper is good. Ever in the state of Connecticut, state champions from South Catholic out of Hartford in 1991. Popovich left hand to the rim.
Winston's starting to put up numbers similar to what Jerome Robinson was doing in his freshman year. He's up to 16 again today.
And a Sicky all alone underneath. His Sacred Heart continues to stay right close enough. Here's Tabbs. Triple is good. Tabbs setting it up for himself. Pfaffenberger, long 2 off the mark. And Asicki, who's been really active over the last 5 minutes, puts it home 65-51.
They're finding him there.
Tabbs inside, off the window. 22 points, a career high for Tabbs. Everything else he's done, Tabbs is in rhythm, though that time he was too strong. Long outlet. Sacred Heart's done this more in the second half, and it's worked. Bowman and Jordan Chapman combining for only 11 points is to have Winston Tabbs go for 22, 5, and 6. But Bowman now into double figures. That's 11 after the nice move to the rim. Points for Tabbs. That's a career high. Here's Hohen, got caught underneath. No foul was called. I think he just got caught in Popovich's shoes there.
That's the ball today. The press should not be an issue to break. They've moved it just expertly.
Bowman crossover, right hand, good, over Pfaffenberger.
Phenomenal work from Bowman.
And again, everything's going to be so difficult this season. Pfaffenberger, other end, goes over Popovich. Alive by Cameron Parker. Sacred Heart has not been closer than 9 since early first half. They are now. Hohen the bucket. Timeout, Anthony Latina.
Again, those are not easy games. Pittsburgh's looked really good with Jeff Capel in charge.
Hohen no good on a 3. Rads wide open triple. And again, Sacred Heart not down for the count yet.
Haven't had to play Chapman for 40 minutes like they had in a lot of games this year. He's only played 23 today.
Finish at the rim is good, 77-70. be the
start.
season.
Yeah,
to that level.
You feel like you win a couple games there, you spark a second half surge. If not, you're in trouble.
Second big time block from Bowman, foul in the back then, and Jordan Chapman going to watch.
Look at this block by Bowman. Man, he is just so springy. He gets off the ground a ridiculous height. And I think there'll be some other fans and alums who are looking for extra copies of that poster as well.
Parker, extra pass, Rad, set up, three is good, and Sacred Heart will not go away. Only 22 seconds left. Little scare at the end, but the Eagles hang on 81-73 for a fourth consecutive win and 6-1 start.